First off, I want to thank you guys for coming. Last year, Nate and I did this. I coached at Los Gatos last year. And then we moved to the Midwest. I'm coaching at college right now out in the Midwest. But we came back here and Nate asked about to do this, and it was great. I got 4 kids myself. Mike and I were talking about it. I coached at the U6 level for 4 years in a row, just lined up that way. You know, and at first, they had a coach's clinic like this, and like everything, I was like, I understand baseball, I don't need to go to this. And my wife's like, why don't you go? And the one thing I picked up when you're coaching these young athletes is the language you use to them. See, as coaches, we got this platform, right, that we can really make a difference. People want to talk about success. Well, at the Little League level, I look at success as how many numbers return next year, right, of the guys that you coached. Sure, we could talk about we won, this, my kid's on the all-star team, but how many kids came back and enjoyed the experience? And a big missing part is the language, right? We can go through things and talk about power slot and all the stuff that we do with the varsity guys, but when you have the younger kids, right, it's really how you deliver anything with it. Nate asked me to talk about a couple of things kind of prior to the first practice. And one thing that you have to stress, I believe, and I know Nate believes is, and it sounds basic, is having fun, being happy when you're out here. You know what I mean? But that starts with the coaches, right? Like parenting, they're going to go off you guys. I know my daughter back home has a volleyball coach right now that's real intense, and she's just not having that much fun. She's only 10 years old. You know what I mean? So there's a lot that goes into the way you guys show up, and that's hard to do when you guys leave the job. There's stress going on in different places, but you really got to do your best to show up here and just flip that switch. Couple safety rules that we went over. When the kids all show up, the first thing everyone wants to do is hit. In baseball, it's a big thing with all of them. A couple rules, and I know we'll get into it on the hitting side. I'm going to have to take off. One thing I always tell the kids with the bat is, put your helmet on and hold the bat with 2 hands when they walk around, because you're going to have the one kid throwing the helicopter around. You know what I mean? And then you got problems on your hand. So I always have them when we transition into hitting, throw the helmets on first, 2 hands on the bat, come out there to wherever you guys are. Lastly, practice plans. Last year, I came up with a practice plan. I think I sent it out to Los Gatos, and they dispersed it out to the coaches or whatnot. Like anything, guys, business and working and all this stuff, you really want to be prepared. I don't think there's anything worse than trying to show up with 15, 10-year-olds and trying to figure out on the fly what to do. Their attention span's about 2 minutes. You know what I mean? But again, they'll go off of you guys. If there's no practice plan, they're going to be aware of that. You know what I mean? The practice plan, I talked to Nate. I have no problem sending out some stuff that I got. And again, I got it from Brandon Hill Softball, because Butch, who runs it over there, sent it out to everyone. I found it to be unbelievably helpful, at least to just get things going. But you do want to be prepared when you show up to these things. Nate, we're going to go and transition from here, and Nate's going to walk you guys through a dynamic warm-up, something that is important with these kids, and something that you can actually make real fun and enjoyable for them. Okay, so Nate, you want them out there dynamic?
Yeah, all right, so come on over here, guys.